It took several hours, about 4 different tries with 4 different programs, and a hell of a lot more patience than I thought I even possessed. But the original vlog for the Little Norway Pale Lager was saved. Shirt's gonna change now. What be going down, people of the world? Redbeard here, coming at you from his couch. Welcome back to another daily drink vlog for the beer and glass of the today. We have got a can of Little Norway Pale Lager by the Sawdust City Brewing Company. Yeah, like I said, can is very weird, like yesterday's can. It's depressurized or something. I don't even understand how that could happen possibly, but yesterday's beer still tasted good, so hoping for a repeat performance today. Let's crack her open. No hiss or anything. Again, just like yesterday. Glass. Same as what's being used pretty much all this week. Wow, that is incredibly pale beer. Well, we're getting ahead and stuff, and it seems carbonated. Again, I don't know what caused the can to go weird like that, but it seems fine now. There is definitely a fair bit of sediment in this beer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's kind of scary. It smells kind of wheat beerish. Yeasty notes. Don't like the yeast. Let's give her a shot. That's actually pretty tasty. It's got a really nice kind of malty sweetness in it. This stuff is quite frightening to behold. The sediment is just slowly kind of snowing down towards the bottom of the glass, where it's settling for an interesting drink number, the last, I'm assuming. Anyway, let's do this. Cheers, everybody! Yeah, I really like the flavor of that. Not surprisingly, in the least, this can has got all kinds of information on it because Sawdust City makes great cans. 4.5% alcohol, and quite the little thing to read on here. Let's see if I can get through it kind of quickly. In 1940, as World War II gripped Europe, Canada opened its arms to an occupied Norway, and an alliance was forged between the two countries. It was then Gravenhurst became home to over 3,000 Norwegian airmen as they used our small airport as a base to hone their aviation skills, and thus we became endearingly known as Little Norway. That's really cool, I didn't know that. 75 years later, the team at Sawdust City traveled to Norway to help create a national beer that paid tribute to the long-lasting friendship and to honor all those airmen that gave so much. In collaboration with Norway's Arendals Bryggeri, Bryggeri, we've brewed a traditional European lager with North American craft beer sensibilities. Light and crisp, but hopped to the hilt with Saaz hops, S-A-A-Z, Saaz, not sure. Little Norway Pale Lager is a beer that honors the past but embraces the future. So raise a glass in honor of those airmen who served so well and say cheers to 75 plus more years of continued friendship. Skål? S-K-A-L? Cheers in Norwegian or something, I'm assuming? That is actually really cool. I like that a lot. Ingredients: pure Muskoka water, malted barley being German Pilsner malts, hops are Saaz and Magnum, yeast is German Lager. Original gravity 11 degrees Plato, IBU 25, SRM 2, final gravity 2.5 degrees Plato. Yeah, so many props on your fucking fantastic can, Sawdust City. I love them so much. And the flavor in this beer is great. So good. Like, it's lagery, but it's not some bland, meh, just a lager. This has actually got a really, really nice depth of flavor to it. It tastes like a lager, but it's a lager with so much more to offer, if that makes sense at all. Occasionally I say things that don't make a lot of sense, so if it doesn't make sense, not that surprised. I'll take a little drink while I get other things set up. Or I could just in a cut, but that would have made more sense. That don't make sense. In 1814, British troops invaded Washington, D.C., and during the burning of Washington, the White House, the Capitol, and many other buildings are set ablaze. It was actually in retaliation to the Americans burning the port something. What was it? The port... God damn it. It was here somewhere. I had it. Retaliation for recent American destruction of the port of Dover in Upper Canada. That's what it was. So people often say that it was Canadians that burnt down the White House, but it wasn't actually us. It was the British being like, hey, you screw with Canada, you screw with us. Which is pretty badass. And then finally, on this date in 1891, Thomas Edison patented the motion picture camera, which, like many of his inventions, he patented but didn't actually full-on invent. It was him and a guy named William Kennedy Dixon who invented it. And Dixon is actually the one who did all the stuff with the lenses and like at least half and half on the invention, but Edison was like, oh, I get all the patent rights because I'm Edison. And I'm a dick. Elephant murdering bastard. I have to admit, when I first poured this beer and saw how light in color it was, I thought it was going to be just some boring kind of generic Budweiser flavored beer, you know what I mean? But no. I don't know if it's the stuff floating in it or whatever, but it's a great beer. Sawdust City, you make some fucking fantastic beverages. You know what time it is. It's time to kill little Norway, and maybe we'll do something like this and get all the sediment all swished around, and vortex of scary right there. Yeah, drink numbers are last. I think it might have been the sediment that was giving it that sweetness, because that last drink had a good deal of extra sediment kind of in it, and kind of tasted extra sweet. So, Sawdust City Brewing Company, your Little Norway Pale Lager. Rating, and this is on the lager scale. It has its own scale. That's a fucking 10. That's amazing beer. If you can get past the sediment. I don't mind it. I have no problem at all with sediment in beer. As long as I can't feel it in my mouth, like little chunks of things, then it's nothing. It adds to the appearance and makes it like a snow globe you can drink or something. And that is going to do it for today's Daily Drink vlog. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then be sure to smash that like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, then be sure to smash that subscribe button. And if you got something to say to me, then put something in the comments down below. Thanks again, and I'll be back with day number 4 of the Week of the Sawdust. Hashtag Week of the Sawdust. Tomorrow! Peace out! Grab your shorts and sandals and open a can of summer today. I don't taste the summer. I taste some kind of season of pain. Oh. And the shirt has changed again, because upon editing this vlog, I realized apparently I forgot to record anything for the end, so here you go.